Next Level MetaMan here, and switching from my usual Yu-Gi-Oh! Theory-O bullshit, let's go ahead and talk about a card that's coming out and whether or not I think it's worth a damn. Now, for those of you who couldn't tell by the title, today we're talking about Shadow Spreading Virus. And before we continue, really? Another one? Konami, you haven't gotten sick of viruses already? Either you make them ass or you make them broke. To be honest with you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed a lot in recent years, so maybe this card's probably not going to be all that good. I mean, Eradicator's fucking amazing, and you don't see nobody playing that. Even in DDDs, it sees no play. I should tell you something. Now, getting on to the actual card, the card effect is as follows. Tribute one dark monster with 2,000 or more defense, check your opponent's hand and all monsters they control, and all cards they draw until the end of their third turn after this card's activation, and destroy all monsters with 15 or lower defense. Now, at first I read this card wrong. I thought the card said send to grave and not destroy. Please don't ask me how I misread that. You know, sometimes you read a card and you really imagine it being a lot better than it is. You see where the Konami's going with a certain card and it turns out you wanted it to be much more than it actually is.
Next Level MetaMan here, and today we're talking about the newest card that got announced for the new Hero Strike structure deck, Elemental Hero Blazeman. And man, I read this card effect and I really think it's one of the best cards that Heroes has gotten in a long ass time. Cannot special summon monsters except for fusion monsters? How did I not see that? This card is some bullshit!
Starting out with the obvious, decks that could probably use it. DDDs could probably run the shit out of it, so is Burning Abyss, but it's kind of a reach, and Dark Lords almost seems like it was made for that archetype, right? But let's go ahead and look a little deeper and see whether or not this card is really worth running in the first place. You see, one of the main benefits of this card is pretty simple. A lot of the cards that start up a lot of engines and a lot of decks these days have a lot of low defense. This could prove extremely useful when dealing with a deck like Pendulum, hitting the cards in hand and watching all those cards get sent to grave. But besides from dealing with it in the first turn, Pendulums probably won't give a fuck. Just like dealing with Rakeki and Dark Hole, Pendulums will go to the extra deck, unless you hit them in the hand. So why would this card be all that useful? Being realistic here, when's the majority of the time you're going to use it? Probably mid to late-ish game or second turn, because everybody wants to go first this game. In those extreme rare circumstances, you might actually get something good off. Not only that, it seems to hit almost every deck's main engine cards nowadays. And it deals with a decent amount of the metaphor monsters, as long as you hit them in hand. It almost eliminates all of the small tuner-like monsters that you'll see in Blue Eyes, and that could prove useful, I guess, but to be frank, cut the bullshit, this card's pretty ass. One of the biggest decks this card will actually work in is Burning Abyss, and the only card that they can use it with is a Skarm. Getting a Skarm on field isn't necessarily hard, but would you really just leave a Skarm on field for a slow ass trap that is honestly not gonna get you anywhere? I don't really think so. I mean, sure, you might catch somebody off by surprise and maybe it might grab you a win or two, but for the majority of the time it's probably going to be dead, and you might not even have the right monster material unless you're using Dark Lords or DDD. But even then, there's way better virus cards to be using, don't you think? It has a knack for hitting a lot of engine monsters, but the one clause, destroy those cards, just doesn't sit well for me. Everything works in the graveyard and everything loves to be destroyed. Honestly, nobody gives a fuck. Even though I don't think this card would be all that good now, it might be good in the future. It's like one of those cards that you want to pick up on the low and stock up on whenever you get a chance on, because who knows, in the future, a format that we don't even see coming right now, maybe this card might be a defining card. It definitely has the potential, but right now it's relative ass cheeks. Just keep an eye out for it and keep a lookout to where it may go. Who knows, in the future, Yu-Gi-Oh! Might regress to the point where destruction's actually a good thing. No, that's never happening. Ever again. Sorry. Like and subscribe for those who haven't already, and I'm planning on doing more of these smaller like card reviews to sort of fill up the space so I don't post videos so sparsely. And for those who enjoyed, please tell me what you think about the card. You think I'm a fucking idiot and the card's the most defining card of the format right now, or somewhere in between? But until next time, peace.